Virgo. Welcome. How are you? It's good to be back with you, bringing you this reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But before I get started, I wanted to sort of bring you up to date. As you know, I stepped back from the channel for about a week and a half, close to 2 weeks, to sort of refresh after 2 years on the channel, and also to sort of determine the direction I want to take the channel in. And I did a lot of research, meaning I had to go into my analytics. I had to sort of review lots of comments and various videos and what was doing better than some others. And here's what I came up with. First, you'll notice the addition of chapters, and all that means is I'm putting some timestamps into the description box, and it automatically creates breaks in the play bar, especially if you're on a laptop or like an iPad. So you'll see the breaks. There's an intro, there's an oracle, there's a tarot. That way you can kind of go to whatever it is that you know, if you're just natural, if you're new to the channel, especially, hi and welcome, you may want to go straight to the tarot portion. That's okay. Now you can click ahead, get a feel for my style, get a feel for whether or not the reading is speaking to you, and then you can always check out the oracle. And the intro is where I would normally talk about the astrology that may be surrounding the reading at that time. So that's what you'll normally see in the intro. This is just, this is an update. So that's the first thing. The other thing is you'll notice an intentional focus on divine feminine energy, because my research showed that about 90% of the viewing audience here is identifying as divine feminine. There's been a lot of confusion around my style of readings. Who's the divine masculine? Who's the feminine? Which one am I? How do I know? And, after devoting a lot of time to sort of helping people get straight about the readings, it feels better to me and more aligned that I just speak from the divine feminine point of view. So what that means is today I'm doing a Virgo reading. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm speaking to a divine feminine. Let's say you're dealing with a Virgo divine masculine. You could be here as a cross watcher, and it's still coming through from the feminine perspective. So I'm hoping that eliminates a lot of confusion for people. I still have divine masculines coming in saying that the reading is aligned for them because, of course, it's a twin flame dynamic. I'm reading about your connection. And so for the divine masculines, you will see yourselves show up. I'm just eliminating the confusion about reading for two different energies at the same time in a way that people are having difficulty determining what's them, what's their divine counterpart, who's the karmic, yada, yada, yada. So hope that makes sense. And also you'll see some additional readings around Divine Feminine Collective. So I'm trying to do one this weekend, although I have a storm coming in, a big tropical storm coming in, but I'm going to do my best to do the first Divine Feminine Collective reading. So you'll see those added to my lineup, and you'll also see a less is more approach. So I'm going to go through Aries through Pisces once a month instead of twice. The readings will be longer and more in depth. I'm kind of going back to my original style of longer readings because that is really where I feel my strength is. My gifts are in coaching and in teaching and in explaining in more detail what's coming through, as well as in the extendeds too. So it's just my intention to give you more to work with, so at least once a month you are coming in for your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign, and maybe even that of your divine counterpart as a cross watcher. Therefore, you're getting 8 opportunities to find very detailed, in-depth messages. And you should pretty much know right away whether or not it's speaking to you. So there you have it. That's what is happening. So now what I'm going to do is move to the oracle portion of the program. I have pre-selected, intuitively selected 3 decks. I've shuffled and I've drawn your cards. So Virgo, we start with from Oracle of the 7 Energies, card 43, number 7, right? Spirit of Gratitude. I love that there's like a lotus flower here. Because it suggests that life can be messy. The lotus grows from the mud. So it's telling you that there's something beautiful here, even if we're in suffering energy or struggling. So Spirit of Gratitude is really a message of prayer. It really is a message of, first of all, you want to be working with like clear quartz crystals, anything to support your 7th chakra. It's your direct connection to your higher self and to the divine. And there's something beautiful that happens in a moment of prayer when we sort of bypass the ugly mud part of the anchoring of the lotus, and we focus on the flower, and we focus on the beauty, and we focus on even the smallest things in our life that we're grateful for, okay? Whatever it is, we're going to start with an energy and an awareness and a focus and a spirit of gratitude. Your next card from the Enchanted Map is card 10, Rock Bottom. And I thought, oh no, don't tell me we're moving backwards. And then I realized, no, actually this is the proper order, because Rock Bottom is talking about surrender. So whatever aspect of your life this speaks to, Virgo, for the purposes of these readings, we are talking about the twin flame journey. We are talking about relationships here. So if there's some aspect of your connection where you feel you've been like kind of running into a brick wall, whether it's for days, for weeks, for months, for years, or even possibly for a decade or longer, this is the moment where you acknowledge the completion. It's done. And that is something that will help you release and surrender and turn it all over to your higher power. And since you're already in connection with the divine, the moment that you open up and start with gratitude and then say, and now for the part that the mud, right, the mud of it all is where I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to turn it over. And you have always heard me say in some of my readings, especially around the Eight of Swords, the only way out is through. This is saying the only way out is through surrender, through letting go. So it's really a powerful message. And then the third card from Sacred Destiny Oracle is the Trust card. And this card is basically about trust the messages you're receiving, trust your intuition, trust the communication from your spiritual guides. And right, don't they all go together so beautifully? You got to first start from gratitude, let spirit, the universe, the divine know that there are so many aspects of your life that you're already grateful for, and then get into the mud of it and show your higher self, show your spiritual team, I see what's not working for me, and I am now prepared to release it, and then trust the messages you receive that come back to you. Because this card here, the Trust card, is telling you that there's like, first in the surrender, there's a miracle about to come in, and then once it comes in, you got to believe it and trust it and see it for the miracle that it is. So really beautiful oracle for you today, Virgo. 4310 and the Trust card. Powerful messages. Okay, so that's your oracle. Let's go ahead with your connection here, coming through for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, so we're coming into the reading here, the present energy. There's a lot of anxiety, something that's running on a loop in our minds here, Virgo, something we kind of can't let go of. It almost feels like our minds being in overdrive. So you know how if you overwind a watch and it just keeps grinding and grinding, that's what I feel coming in. What's crossing us here is the Tower. Wow, Virgo. Okay, so the card that crosses us is what is sort of making this a thing. It's the challenge portion of this reading. So I feel as if the Tower is actually this rock bottom. It's the rock bottom card. And it is that moment where we say, this is no longer sustainable and I have to let it go. But there's the resistance. Wow, Virgo. Underneath is the Sun, right? Because this is blocking our happiness. We want to be happy. We want to be happy, but there's something here that's not working for us. It doesn't fit. If you look at the Tower card, it's a square building with a round crown. It doesn't fit. That's why it blows off. There's something here that's no longer working. It's no longer sustainable, driving us a little bit cuckoo here. And underneath is the beautiful Leo energy, of course, of the Sun card. In the past, boom, the Moon. Okay, so lots of fears, trepidation, apprehension about the situation, maybe something where we felt like we couldn't trust because we couldn't see beyond the veil. So there's a lack of trust here and maybe some insecurities that were triggered in the past. Oh my goodness, what's crowning us is the Five of Swords. Okay, so interesting, because what crowns us is there to support us. It's our strength in essence. So obviously, we're not here to be manipulative. We're not here to be a saboteur. Our strength is recognizing the saboteur, recognizing the mind games, recognizing the gaslighting, recognizing the gossip, recognizing when somebody's playing a zero-sum game and we don't have any chance of hell in winning. So this is coming through as our strength because we're able to see it for what it is. Going forward in the future, yes. Taking a stand, standing up for ourselves here with the Seven of Wands. So that feels a little less resistant and a little bit more defensive. You can hear the storms already coming in. My goodness. Thought they... Look at the wheel on the bottom, FYI. Yeah, these storms aren't supposed to start until tomorrow, but here they are. Anywho, okay. So let's go ahead and do some clarifying. We've got Pisces, Aries, and Leo showing up here. That may be important for some of you, not all of you. Nine of Swords, please. It's about Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Five of Cups. So I feel like what is keeping most of us in this energy of anxiety and stress monkey, right? Monkey mind with that Nine of Swords, is we really need to take some time out to heal from possibly some shattered dreams, right? Because the Five of Cups is underneath. Some grief, some sense of loss and sadness because we had pinned so much hope on the future in this connection. So there's this energy of lack. I'm only saying that I'm not seeing the Five of Pentacles right now, but the Five of Cups is a similar energy, something being taken from you, something being lost, right? Tower comes down and the hopes and dreams we had on that Ten of Pentacles, on a potential life partnership here, didn't come to fruition. It's difficult to be in the energy of healing here, but that is what is needed. The Four of Swords, trying to heal, but yet your mind keeps going back to the regret, back to the sadness, back to the loss. Tower, please. Whew. Yeah. Star, Devil, King of Wands. My goodness. So whoever this is about for you, dear feminine Virgo, there's been a toxic pattern with this person where you've got a lot of chemistry with them. I've got Capricorn, I've got Aries, Leo, Sag here. Yeah. Almost what I'm feeling the tower is blowing up is your hopes and your dreams. And that's what I feel here. And it was all around the Ten of Pentacles with this King of Wands, meaning this was the object of your attraction and the person who really captures your sense of passion and enthusiasm and joy for moving forward in a life partnership. Could be a fire sign. I've got double fire energy here, very possible. Doesn't have to be. But it's toxic. It's a repeated pattern. This is someone that you have a difficult time resisting, right? There's temptation involved, and you've lost hope and faith. So the tower comes in. What's not sustainable with this person is the level of karma involved, the negative karma. Karma's our friend, but not if it draws us back into destructive cycles and patterns, right? And I'm feeling that that's what you're trying to heal from, but underneath, it's almost as if you're spending a little bit too much time in the past. That's okay, because it takes time to heal and to process things from the past. But I am feeling as if you've given up hope, and the dream is what's blown up here. It's maybe something that you kind of it has a grip on you with the devil energy. It's drawing some shadow work to the surface. Very difficult to overcome that. But underneath, what's really lovely is we have the sun here. So the card below is really what's roaming around in your psyche. It's like I'm pulling from the bottom of the deck and then the bottom of that. The sun. Yeah, this is definitely your rock bottom here. That Nine of Swords again. So I kind of feel like on some level you're putting your happiness on hold because you're anxiously awaiting this person to return. Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius. You're waiting for this person to return. That's what you're cycling through your mind. And you're putting your happiness on hold. That's a choice. You're doing that. No one's doing that to you, Virgo. Preaching to the choir, I'm a Virgo. So underneath, stifling all your happiness because you're waiting for this person to return. You're losing hope. You kind of can't let go. You're looking through the rearview mirror. And it's causing all kinds of, fears and insecurities in the past around Three of Cups energy. Very possibly third party. Page of Cups. Not knowing if you'd receive that message of love or apology here. And the Six of Pentacles underneath. Looking for reciprocity. I'm not sure you got it. That's part of the problem here. Fearing that they may have had somebody else in the picture, or maybe you knew it, and therefore this continual energy of not knowing what's going on with that person and their person, that third party energy, wanting this message of love or apology and not receiving any measure of reciprocity. Waiting for the reciprocity is how it's coming through. Fearing that you wouldn't get it, and of course you didn't, and then yet, putting everything else in your life on hold. That's a game you cannot win. And I think you figured that out now. Five of Swords in your strength position. Wow. So the two queens that come out here are really supportive. We get the Queen of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles underneath on this Five of Swords. This is about seeing things as they are, being gentle with yourself, ready to begin again. It's like taking the first step in a new direction and putting yourself first. Queen of Pentacles is coming through underneath still because I feel like you're resisting some healing energy here, but it's underneath on some level. You're aware you have to take care of yourself first. And the Page of Pentacles is, I've got more to learn about this situation, but I'm doing it from a position here of emotional, being gentle with myself and gracious towards myself, giving myself grace as the Queen of Cups in the face of some sabotage or somebody who was seeing to it that there was no way you could win. Whoever this person is for you, dear Virgo, the deck was definitely stacked against you. You're seeing that more clearly. You're really ready to move in a new direction, I feel, by taking that very first step. You've heard me say it before. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That's what I think the Page of Pentacles is here. It's an energy of being open-minded and ready to begin again. The Queen of Pentacles underneath is your own internal support system, knowing that you need to shore yourself up and get yourself rock solid and stable before you proceed. And how are you proceeding? Fully in your power. So I do feel like you're reclaiming some sense of empowerment here. Almost I'm not buying what you're selling anymore. You can spin this shit any way you want. I'm not buying it. That's what's coming through in the Seven of Wands. Yeah, and I'm moving on. Chariot. Wow. Nine of Cups. Leo. So more Leo energy for anybody. I see Leo 3 times here now. But I feel as if, I feel this is you kind of saying, you know what? Ain't nobody got time for this. If you're going to be complacent, right? This Strength card underneath is sort of you, Virgo, building up your courage, your confidence that you can overcome any challenge. The energy of the Strength card is about perseverance in the face of a very overwhelming obstacle. I feel like it's overwhelming when I'm looking at the Nine of Swords twice and the Tower and all this stuff and the Five of Swords. Somebody's playing a pretty serious game with whoever this message is for. Somebody's playing a pretty serious game with you. And I feel like you're going to say, yeah, if you're just going to stay in this energy that this is good enough, that things are good enough as it is, right? I'm over here with my person and you and I are over here on the side. I'm really feeling a strong third-party energy storyline coming through. For those of you that don't have that, then this may not be your reading. It's coming through real strong. Because this Nine of Cups is not coming through as wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is coming through as complacency. Somebody's selling you a bill of goods. And in this point, you're going to say no. In the near future, nope, not buying what you're selling. I'm picking up and moving on. And I'm gathering up my strength, my courage, and my confidence to know that I can. I can be in gratitude, hit the rock bottom, and totally give over and surrender and then trust what comes through. So now let's see what comes through. Spirit says, Ten of Cups. Energy surrounding you. What? Right. The Hierophant. I'm almost feeling that the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant are a similar energy of I know who I am at my core and I will settle for nothing less. This is about your beliefs around commitment, your beliefs around conventional committed relationships. It is your higher power. It is your spiritual awakening. And it is who you are at your core. Wow. Your hopes and or fears. Yeah, you're fearing the abandonment. You're fearing the ghosting, the retaliation, the being left out in the cold. I'm here to tell you, you probably already are. To some degree, you are probably already sitting in this energy of feeling out in the cold, feeling abandoned, feeling forsaken, feeling devalued. Outcome? Potential outcome here. So there may be some communication coming in. I'm going to clarify so we get a better understanding of what that's all about. But it may be that you're building up to a conversation here, and you're taking all this energy and you're processing it now, and then at some point in the future, although not too far away because it's Wands, it's pretty fast moving, there may be an opportunity for a conversation. But let's look at the Ten of Cups first. The Tower is the answer. That is the path to your happiness. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm really feeling the Tower here is your rock bottom. Almost as if Spirit is saying, yes, I am moving off your path everything that's blocking this love that you so deserve. This happiness you've been putting on the back burner and delaying as you wait for this person, I'm moving it out. I'm moving it all out. This Tower is here to bring you what it is you truly desire, which is love and happiness. And it may look different than you originally had in mind. It may come wrapped in a different package. But would you turn that away, or would you trust? Would you trust that maybe there's a higher path? Wow, Virgo. Not gonna cry, not gonna cry, not gonna cry, right? There's your new beginning. The Tower, unexpected. This is all happening very unexpectedly for some of you. Temperance is telling you, don't worry, things will come into flow. If you practice patience or the wisdom of patience in sort of knowing that something here is being transmuted. This Tower is now telling me that there's a new beginning that may kind of come in unexpectedly out of the blue. And it's a good new beginning. It's a solid new beginning. It's a stable new beginning. It's a grounded new beginning. It may even come in the form of a commitment, right? But it doesn't come in the form of commitment if you're coming from lack. If you're coming from Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, if you're coming from, I'm not gonna do anything until this person returns, and I'm just gonna freaking obsess about it. Nine of Swords, Devil. I'm just gonna obsess about it. It's not going to come in. So this is about rock bottom, total surrender. Trust spirit has a plan here for you, for your highest and best good. Release, give over, pray with gratitude and total surrender, and that trust that something better is being transmuted and is coming in. Wow. And it could be your person, but not unless and until you stand in your power and say, I'm not taking this crap anymore. That's why the Five of Swords is your strength, and you've got the two most personally protective queens. Queen of Pentacles, all about taking care of you. Queen of in the physical realm, Pentacles 3D. Queen of Cups emotionally. Psychically, your psyche, your emotions, your connection to your higher self, your intuition. This reading, though, Virgo, Hierophant, the energy surrounding you. Oh, yes. What's done is done. Time, yeah, turn the page. Brand new day, new beginning here, coming through 2 times now. Oh my gosh, right? I know who I am. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. And I'm going to take this pain and this hard-learned lesson and allow it to be what it's intended to be. The end of a painful cycle. The Tower coming in twice is letting you know, whether you're ready for this or not, we're making this happen because you need to be done with it. It needs to be moved off your path so that what is waiting and ready for you can make its way to you. And the only way it can do that is with your optimism, with your face to the sun, with your readiness to step out on this new part of your journey, this new leg of your journey. And it's coming in. But you do have to have some faith here. That's the energy surrounding you. The end of the pain, the end of the heartache, the end, right? Because if you know who you are and you stand in your power and you're prepared to move beyond somebody who's peeing on your leg and telling you it's raining, when you're ready to do that, then you take that leap of faith, you walk out, and life becomes very different. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Walk away from anything. I know you're fearing it. You're fearing like this person's going to leave me out in the cold and they're going to abandon me. What if you flip the script? You walk away from what no longer serves you. You move toward, stay on your path. So, crossroads energy here. I think you're afraid that this love will leave you. And the 2 of Swords comes in underneath to say, but on some level, you know that the answers, the clarity that you're seeking around this will come. It's within. But it's a crossroads energy. You'll need to take some time to get clear about your energy around abandonment, your energy around losing love, because that's your fear. You may alternately have a hope that your person leaves someone else and comes toward you with their cup of love. Some of you may have that as a hope, but on some level, you know that the answers, the truth is within. And then the potential outcome here is the 8 of Wands, Moon, right? Do it even if you're scared. Maybe you'll be fearing this conversation. Oh my gosh, okay. So for some of you, it's about preparing and planning for this conversation that's going to trigger your every last nerve, right? The 8 of Wands is about communication, an exchange of ideas. Sometimes it can be very fast moving, passionate, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But on some level, I feel like the potential for you here, the potential outcome for you is focusing on what it is you really have to say, right? And maybe that's not very clear to you right now. That moon energy, what's hidden, what you can't see, is something that you're trying to grasp and focus on in the future. And the 7 of Pentacles is to allow it to unfold organically, not to push this. So the outcome is a conversation something that you may be reticent about, have some apprehensions about because you don't know how this person may react. Oh well, focus on that. Focus on what you'll say and not just saying it impulsively or off the cuff, but allowing the whole scenario to unfold organically. Trust that the seeds you've planted will produce fruitful energy, fruitful opportunity for communication, something very focused where you can kind of get down to brass tacks with that Eight of Pentacles, focusing on creative solutions to what has triggered you in the past in your communication with this person. So that's a potential future outcome, but not unless and until you've really dealt with the elephant in the room and sort of surrendered to the rock bottom of the tower coming in and clearing the path for you. What's done is done. You have to let it go, and then you have to open up and trust the messages that come in, the opportunities that come in, and that Spirit has planned. Beautiful reading here, Virgo. If this is speaking to you, the link to the extended is below. It will be 100% about your Divine Masculine's energy, how they're showing up in the reading, where they are presently, how they see the situation and or feel about it, how they see you and or feel about you at this moment. I'll give you additional guidance from Spirit in the universe, and I'll close out with some additional oracle for you. So it will be just as detailed as you see here, a little bit of a different approach, okay? So if you want to follow me, the link is below. Before I close out, we have Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn. We have Leo, Pisces, Sag. We have more Pisces. We have Cancer, more Leo. We have more Aries, more Sag, Aquarius, and more Pisces. So, some signs are coming through twice, 3 times, Pisces and Leo especially, okay? So if those signs are speaking to you, even if they're not, I'll see you over in the extended. Otherwise, take care, Virgo, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye for now.